Hey guys, it's Chris here, and I am here for yet another Remember Today Cut Above Layout Assembly. By the way, I'm Chris from chrisscreativelife.com. If you need to know anything more about me, there's lots of information there. So we are just whipping along. Today I'm going to assemble page number 9. So I'm going to add my desk down here. And this one, I actually don't think I'm going to do a ton of extra to. I do have some wildberry dots and some silver shimmer trim, and I think we're going to add those. So I'm going to take myself out of the frame and let's get going. So this is a fun one. It is number 9 here with the smiles. So it is the kind of accent colors are the wildberry and clover and the purple. So that's why I grabbed the silver, because I thought it was kind of neutral. And we haven't added much shimmer trim yet. So it's a great way to add a little bit of sparkle also without some bulk. So for whoever has been listening to the other layouts along the way, I do have some more photos from that same trip that we are going to add. So this is because I thought these were kind of nice smiley pictures of my husband and son. And this, like I said, is for my mother-in-law. So there are 2 3x3 photos on this page and then a couple of accents. And so look at this. So this is a fun little paper here. So printed on the back is this graph paper, and then completely flat is this little scalloped piece. And then you can tell everything is going to fit into this square on the layout perfectly. So we will kind of just fit everything in. I'm going to add my photographs onto their mats first. For this one, it did not matter as they are on white mats. And then onto a white background. But that's okay. It just kind of gives them, because there's lots of color, sometimes I like just that skinny little mat. We're going to have to play with the embellishments before I decide which way we're going to add the photographs on here. Oh, you guys, look at that. I just added it to one of the decorative elements. So I'm going to gently take it off. So I'm going to use one of the new tools that we got this year. So I do believe it is called the paper crafting tool. I think so. The other one is the pickup tool. So it's got a spatula end on it, so you can see it's nice and thin. So I'm just going to gently slide this under my photograph to take it back off that decorative element. You don't want to rip it, or you'll rip the piece of paper or rip your photograph. So I'm just gently sliding it between the 2 layers. There we go. I wondered why it said page 9 on the back, but there we go. Okay, so this is kind of how these 2 elements are going to go in here. So I'm just going to lay them into their spots, and then we will add the photos. Okay, so I'm going to add my photos to the real mats this time. Much better. I feel like this one might have to go down here and the other one at the top. So I like that because we have these pieces. So I'll just punch out my pieces. Yes, I think that's probably the better idea. So this is the pretty heart. And then there's a circle here. And then our title. Will go like this. And then I have these little banners. So clover. One of the hearts down here. This up here. And that smaller heart there. So we've got all the pieces out. So the 3 journaling strips are for the bottom. So I'm actually going to add those in first. And I'm just kind of centering them to the box above. And then I will add the journaling on here. They stopped by Heart Springs and that's their ferry ride. So I will just talk about that in my journaling. Now, so my thought is, I think I'm going to add the shimmer trim here and then these pieces on the outside. So I'm going to, there we go. So I'm going to start adhering these down and then I'll add in the shimmer trim. And then I will add that striped sticker after. So you could change these to the opposite direction if they made more sense with your photographs. So I'm just lining these up. There's just a little bit of a border, a white border around all 4 elements. Okay, so now I have my shimmer trim. I always just leave a little bit of the backing there so that it's super easy to peel off. So this is what I am thinking. I'm just going to, that's pretty straight actually. So I'm just going to add it even with the top of that square running down the side. Like I said, this is the perfect way to add just a little bit of sparkle with no depth to it so that it doesn't add a ton of bulk to the project. Okay, and then I'll do the same on the other side. Just whatever I'm doing to one side, I'll do to the other because there's 2 stickers that will then go on the outside of this. I might just slightly overlap them. Okay, so now when I go to put this away, I'll just leave a little tiny bit of that backing there so it's easy to peel up the next time. I'll add these fun striped stickers. And these are shorter, so I'll just add them in the middle. Just have to kind of figure out what is centered here. You do have a little, like I'm not pushing down yet until I'm happy with them being centered. There we go. And the same on the other side. So I'm just touching it ever so slightly onto the shimmer trim. Okay. So that's fun. It just kind of draws your eye in to the photographs too, I think. It helps focus everything into the middle. So I'm going to add this circle down here. You could, like I said, always pop anything up on 3D foam. So there's a few little pieces here in the smile. I'm just going to pop those out. Just like that. And add it on top of the circle. Just offset from, oh, there's one more little piece right here. This will be nice. The little glitter from the shimmer trim will poke through there. Then we can add the heart at the top. Just like that. And then I think there we go. I'm just going to, I'm not going to push that down. I just want to be able to see here if I need to move it down. And I think I'm going to move it down just a little bit. Just like that. I'm going to pop this up just on a little bit of 3D foam tape. And the same with, I'll add it while I've got it out onto the other heart for this little quadrant right here. And I'll probably add just a little bit to the blue heart also, just so they're all the same. So that one just goes just down here. And so the last thing is just to tuck the last few banners in and add the wild berry dots. So if you haven't seen them yet, the wild berry is the new color of the year. So you will see it kind of spread out throughout projects over the next year. And I've had lots of fun actually with the wild berry. So I'm just tucking those under. I'll pull the backing off my thin 3D foam tape here. Okay, so I like the way that is turned out. So now I'll just add a few wild berry dots. Clear sparkles would also be great on this layout if you were still looking for something else to add here. So there's 3 different sizes. So I'm just going to mix and match them into the clusters. There we go. So there we go. We are now finished page number 9. Like I said, I hope you guys are enjoying watching this process along the way. You can totally create them exactly how they're shown, or you could add a little bit of your end of your embellishments, things you have still lying around. If you just have a little bit, it's perfect to use up on these pages because they're not all the same, and so it doesn't take a ton of embellishments to switch it up. So thanks for joining me today for page number 9 of the Remember Today process video series. And we'll talk to you later, guys. Bye-bye. Hey guys, thanks so much for stopping by. I hope you're enjoying this series. Here's a few of the photos from the completed layout.